What up, dog? Nah, shit. Jay Murray. Yeah. Yeah, he beat me. But it's not some bullshit. He was getting like lucky ass catches. Like I'll say that on wax. He was just getting all like the corner routes and like getting them right underneath my defender and getting
Coach,
the animation.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I like getting my guys. This is perfect. I like getting my games out of the way right away. That way I don't got to worry about them. Yeah.
57.
Yep, and I've had losing seasons since.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but
nice catch.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
Iguodala trade
that sets him up better for
that was
third
kind
down.
of animation, but
Charles,
it's all
Thursday
good.
night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
Tavai.
Guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
Yeah, it's a little wild.
But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Yeah, I saw the hole open, and then I saw Mixon not even look like he was going to slow down to get the hole. We played early. We played early last season twice.
On first down, Booth. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing
He's my new. I drafted him this year, second round.
The NFL, so when they're that high power,
he's dope.
You got to find a way.
He's my starter now. At 72 overall.
That's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a chance to win.
So if they're up around 24,
Carry-on's
28,
dope,
30, they could be in some trouble.
He's just too. He doesn't hit the hole fast enough. The hole closes before he gets to it.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Good pick.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Should have lofted it.
TJ Green with a pick.
And early.
And this would have been returned.
I threw it late.
Around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Pick number 12 on here.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I thought it was Ford or Roby. It didn't look like Slay.
That the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Diggs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Bernard.
Hold it! He dropped it, dude. He doesn't have possession,
so it
catch.
doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got him the football.
You're
exactly right.
Exactly. If anything, that's a fumble. He took like 3 steps with it.
But doesn't it feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Das Boot. I have no idea. He's a rookie.
Set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That's the thing. All my other teams get ran on, but this team, like, I mean, I get ran on still, but not as bad. Like, and I don't even have to do anything.
Nixon will try the right side.
Like, literally, I just
goes nowhere. Losing yardage.
I didn't even press a button.
22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
No, I literally didn't do it. I literally just held turbo and ran through him, and the game does it for me because he's that good.
If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, all my linebackers are mid-90s.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Good play.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there.
Yeah, he's the weak link in the pass coverage for sure.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more
but he's such a good run stuffer, I can't take him out.
In important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Yep.
So after the run for no gain,
he's the one I'm most proud of. I developed the shit out of it. He was only a 74 when the game started. Now he's a 93 or something like that.
Prescott. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. A first down throw for Prescott.
I don't care who you put on him. He's throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of
nice play.
Or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
End of the quarter can come soon enough.
No
Shit.
score after one
Oh
on
my
EA
God,
Sports.
red.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend.
1 sec, I forgot to change my third down back. Ooh, kid better put him in his place, man. I mean that in like a good way.
On chestnuts?
I can't be undefeated.
What does that mean?
Did he lose?
Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that.
Yeah, no, he needs
I
to
have no
lose.
idea.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is their third drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about.
Come on, why are you not going outside?
Then all of a sudden it looms
Why would the
big.
pole go
It's harder
inside
and harder to actually
when the whole
attain
outside's wide
that
open?
first down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2nd and 15. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Bernard. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at their 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the
I didn't
numbers,
see your. I saw the one guy. I didn't see. I saw you. I didn't see your computer
and now
guy
that
at
we're in
all.
December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Yeah.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott.
Wide open running back.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the
Come on, Diggs.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Okay. What the fuck?
Okay. There on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll run on first down. Boom. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line. On the set. Mike's foot. All day. Undercut.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He'll get a dozen there.
Yeah.
The Lions have a first down.
I was gonna pay. I was right before you moved that linebacker over. I was about to audible to pass like right away.
Struggling a little bit.
Just run it.
Check.
On first down. Boom. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing
That was just a dive.
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's probably because I mic'd him.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off play action. Bernard. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you. Check.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw on 2nd down, Bernard firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Off the play fake. Bernard.
Oh, terrible throw. You can't do that to me.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Yo, my bad. My food just got here. I'll be right back. know. Yeah.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, watch left, watch left. Hey, defense, 81.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Bernard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, Bernard evades him at the 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Bernard to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Fuck.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I hate this formation, bro.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
I had that play playing the entire game. I was like, I'm taking the go. I'm doing PA goes on the first play of the second half, no matter what. I saw you, and it worked out perfect. You were pressed.
Splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3.
Yep. When you brought Savage up too far.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Slam, slam, slam.
Mixon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
My 28. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, number 28. Off. He's coming. He's coming. Check in.
Prescott from the gun. And
No way.
Complete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Fucking bullshit.
Here we go. 28. Rip left. Rip left. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot
Number 24 is getting cut.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Stephon
Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Definitely good.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Check 25, check 25. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
What
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bernard.
Go run, fool!
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Bernard.
Spin the other
running back, and he's
Why
got
would you
it.
spin out?
And he can
Why would
only
you spin
manage to
out?
take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's only 57.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
What?
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football.
They better review that.
Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
That is big trash.
That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Mixon with it. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Yeah, this game's booty.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Right there. Hey, kill. 47.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. I know he ain't got it. Here we go, 47. 3 down, 3 down. Go, Mike. 46.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
I knew it.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down.
It's crazy that they have zones in this game that can't cover routes
The
in this
drive
game.
continues as they search for a tying touchdown.
I've never seen a
1st and
cover
10.
3 like flat, seam flat cover that at all.
Mike Ford in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Dropped them in the wrong fucking form.
Big ass. Hey, kill. 26.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to look end zone
Nope.
here for Pettis. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Fuck it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed that right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah. No, it's a dope play. I overdid it so people know it's coming now.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Bernard. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would
it's fucking random. It happened to me like 3 games in a row. I was about to break my game.
What happened on that play.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
And it's always in a crucial moment when it's like, oh, I finally got to stop. Like, I needed that. And then they go and hit him.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. It's caught inside.
It literally made me go away from him. I held triangle to go for the pick, and it like, that was weird.
His 2nd touchdown on the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Yeah.
A very important extra point there, up and good.
Good play.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Yeah.
And we are tied.
I mean, it was. I will give it the benefit that is St. Brown, and that was Mike Hilton back there, 5'9", little scrawny dude. So that's why I was like, all right. But he didn't even jump for it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
What? Hawkinson.
From the gun, Bernard. Looking middle, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Tampa Bay.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun.
There you go.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
He fucking
this
cracked
is
him.
3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Watch 36 to Mike. Watch QB Jones. Watch QB Jones.
Operating from the gun. Bernard. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
Kenya Pitts.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I saw how weird your corner was sitting, and I was like, he's gonna press that fade, and it's gonna break off. I do right away, right when the animation happened. I was like, oh, throwing it. 3 plays.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start
didn't let me tackle
what
him.
are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before
shit.
because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Romeo Okwara in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Just like that. Rip right.
Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I held triangle.
That time for Dante Pettis. 3rd down here.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
I know that play.
Oh, that's about
I
as
know
tough
that
as they
play.
come.
So right when I saw it, I knew where you were going
tie
with
the
it.
game, and that happens.
Especially when I saw who was in the slot, I was like, all right,
we might
I'm
be
going to cover
headed
that
towards
manually.
overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
This is taken at his 4. And
It ain't over.
return here,
I mean,
he gets it out
trust
to the
me.
25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback,
Oh, legal man downfield.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as
Your
to
left
just
tackle went
really
like 10
take
yards
things
downfield.
in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score.
I don't
but
know.
You still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
You gotta call timeout.
Prescott down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this
15
to the
yards?
other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to let it fly.
There you
And
go.
that'll wind
What?
up incomplete.
What?
Try to give his man a run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is
there
continuing
it
to
is, there it
contest
is.
every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And
That's
look, it
touchdown.
doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man.
Oh, wow.
And you gotta
I thought they were about
trust
to
yourself
fuck you.
and go
That
with
was-
that
that would've
moment
been
of truth
sick.
and make a
That
play
would've
on the
been sick.
football.
Gano now to add the extra
Good
point.
throw. Don't worry. You know what's about to happen,
Lead down
right?
now to a touchdown.
They just gave you a review. Oh. Oh, shit.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw on third down. Bernard, he's going to fire one deep. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a cap.
It's that cover 4, bro. They're like strict on their fucking zone.
Icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Especially Jalen Ramsey. Like, I'd get if it was like a 75 overall fucking guy.
Successful.
But
this is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Gentlemen, welcome back. We are here for volume 4 of the Commissioner's Report, a CGI